Hello and welcome to Thought for the Day from St. Peter's, Bexhill. We have a story that's definitely not in the Bible today, and in this version it's called Brother Froilan's Carvings. Brother Froilan carved a piglet. Brother Froilan carved a duck. Brother Froilan carved a chicken and a dog and a cat. And when he had finished each one, the children cried out, "Give it to me, Brother Froilan! Give it to me!" Brother Froilan made the children happy, but Brother Froilan was not very happy himself. He'd left his home and come to Spain many months before to tell the people there about God, you see, but no one seemed very interested. As far as he could tell, they were too afraid of their gods of wind and earth and fire to take much notice of the God Brother Froilan had come to share with them, the God of love. And so he carved his little animals and hoped at least to win the children's trust. Until one spring morning, suddenly Brother Froilan had an idea. There were animals in the Christmas story, he thought. They were there when God's Son, Jesus, was born. So that very morning, Brother Froilan began to carve a little donkey. "Who is the donkey for?" cried one of the children. "It's for Mary," answered Brother Froilan. "But there's no one called Mary here," said another child, looking around. "Ah," Brother Froilan smiled mysteriously, "but there was a Mary once, many years ago, who needed to get to Bethlehem." "Bethlehem?" asked another child. And so the story began. The next day, Brother Froilan carved a cow and told the children about the baby born in a stable. A flock of wooden sheep soon followed, and a carved angel too, and the children sat eyes open with wonder as the monk described the heavenly visitors who came to tell their good news to the shepherds. As spring blossomed into summer, a camel appeared, and then another, and another still. And Brother Froilan explained how the camel's riders had journeyed many miles following a star just to catch a glimpse of this special child, a child sent by the God of love himself to bring his goodness and his peace into the world. When the story was finished, the children shouted, as children often do, "Again, again, tell it me again." And so Brother Froilan picked up another piece of wood and started on another donkey. And by the time summer ripened into a crisp and crunchy autumn, he had told the story so many times that the floor of his little hut was covered with donkeys and camels and cows, and Marys and Josephs and wise men too. Yes, the children had often asked for the little figures, but Brother Froilan had always carved them something else instead and said very mysteriously, "I'm saving these, saving them for the time when the world grows cold and dark." That time finally arrived, Christmas time, and at every place where the footpaths crossed, Brother Froilan built a little stable and perched it on a stump or in the crook of some small tree. He filled each one with his little carvings, and when the people walked by, they would wonder and ask, "What is that?" And that is when their children would smile mysteriously and say, "That's Mary, who had to go to Bethlehem. That is the donkey she rode on. Those are the shepherds who saw an angel, and the wise men who followed a star. And there in the crib in the middle is the Son of the God of love." And that is how a single monk, with a little knife and some wood and a love for children, brought the story of Jesus to Spain. Amen.